The Tissot PRX was relaunched in 2021 and became an instant success. Everyone wanted to get some of that integrated bracelet goodness at a reasonable price. Social media was flooded with PRX wrist shots, and honestly, I wasn't immune to the hype either. Over the last few years, I've bought more than 5 PRXs myself and made several videos on them. And these videos remain some of the most popular on my channel. But 4 years later, in 2025, is the Tissot PRX still relevant, or has the hype finally run its course? Most importantly, should you still buy the PRX today? Well, yes and no. As with anything, the answer is not straightforward. I'll talk about both the pros and cons with the PRX in this video and discuss if the PRX is worth your money. Let's get into it. There's a compelling argument to be made that the PRX is still very relevant today, and there are 5 main factors to consider here. Tissot has a huge reach globally, and the PRX is widely and easily available. Seriously, step in your local mall and there's a strong chance that there will be a watch store there that sells Tissot. This makes the buying process straightforward compared to the hoops you may have to jump through to buy an online-only micro brand. Also, the importance of the Tissot brand name cannot be understated, especially to the casual watch buyer. By this I mean that most people casually interested in watches have at least heard of Tissot. While it's not a household name like Rolex, many people know that Tissot is a famous Swiss brand. And a casual watch buyer would rather spend $700 on a well-known Swiss company rather than spending $600 or even $500 on a niche French or American micro brand. However, if you're an enthusiast, you're more likely to do your research and be open to trying relatively unknown brands. But for the majority, the Tissot brand name carries significant weight. Combined with its availability, the PRX makes the case for a popular watch even today. After 4 years, the PRX has cemented its place in the watch world. The PRX market is more mature, more people know about it, more people want it, and those who have been saving up since its launch might finally be ready to pull the trigger. Although the price has gone up slightly, the $725 retail price for the 40mm Powermatic 80 is still reasonable for a Swiss-made mechanical watch in my opinion. You can even get the quartz version for under $400. And with Tissot, there's always room for some discounting, making the final price even more enticing. Tissot isn't just sitting back and letting the PRX ride on past success. They've expanded the lineup with 3 different size options, 40, 35 and 25 to fit all wrist sizes, the choice of a mechanical or quartz movement, a whole range of colors and finishes, and then there are the special editions. One of the most interesting, the PRX Forged Carbon, a stealthy, modern take with an upgraded movement. Another limited edition is this PRX Grendizer, a watch inspired by the Japanese manga and anime UFO robot Grendizer, which was initially launched in the 1970s, just like the original PRX. This 40mm watch features a deep blue dial and drops the date complication and signature waffle texture in favor of an unhindered view of the engraved Grendizer robot. Another difference on the face is the modified seconds hand resembling Grendizer's weapon. A small Easter egg on the front is the Rehot featuring some text in Japanese. The rotor of the Powermatic 80 movement also features a custom Grendizer engraving. But 2 things are absolute standouts. The first is this super cool box resembling Grendizer's spacecraft. Just look at this. I've never seen a watch box like this. Definitely a collector's item. And the second is the fantastic lume highlighting the robot's silhouette. A super cool party trick. I just love it. This watch retails for $100 more than the standard PRX at $825, which is reasonable given all it offers. Lastly, the PRX is still a very good product with attractive looks, solid build quality, good finishing, a good movement, good size and color options, and most importantly, the Swiss-made credibility. But now let's talk about the cons. In 2021, the PRX caused waves on its launch. The integrated sports watch craze was just gaining traction, but most of those watches cost well over $10,000 or even $20,000. The market for affordable integrated bracelet sport watches was largely unexplored, especially sub $1,000. So it's no surprise that the PRX instantly became the gold standard for integrated bracelet watches in this price bracket. But 4 years later, a lot has changed. Today, the space is crowded with plenty of competitors, some offering better value for money. A few examples include the Venezianico Arsenale, Maine Manhattan, and Yema Urban Traveler. There are also cheaper options available from Citizen like the popular Soyosa range. My last video was actually on the new 37mm Soyosa. But there are several options available for slightly higher, like the Nevada Grenchen F77 or the new gold standard in my opinion, the Christopher Ward 12. I'm currently reviewing the brand new 38mm 12s and I'll have those videos out soon. Subscribe if you want to catch them when they drop. In my opinion, the 12 offers so much more compared to the PRX, including a better bracelet, more features, better proportions, and sleeker looks. Sure, Christopher Ward probably doesn't have a physical store where you're located, but if you're willing to order one without trying it first, the product is worth the price difference, at least for me. The second factor to consider before buying a PRX in 2025 is the dying down of the integrated watch trend. Well, the integrated bracelet market isn't dying, but the novelty certainly is fading. It's simple supply and demand. With so much supply of these watches available now, it's only natural that the demand is slowing. So you're no longer buying the hot new thing in watches anymore, if that matters to you. If you care about wearing something that feels fresh and new, the PRX might not excite you anymore. The next factor to consider is the lack of new features compared to the competition, especially given the price creep. The PRX has gone up over 10% in price since 2021, which is not a lot to be honest, but none of the features have gotten an upgrade either. The case has the same thickness, the movement hasn't improved, the loom is still mediocre, and the bracelet is unchanged. Seriously, 4 years down, I would have liked to see on-the-fly micro adjustment in the bracelet, like some of the competition. Lastly, the movement concerns still persist. The PRX uses the Powermatic AT movement, offering a class-leading 80-hour power reserve and features decent accuracy. But the concern for many enthusiasts is the use of a plastic escapement. Now, to be clear, I personally don't have a problem with this. But for whatever reason, many people just have a big stigma with this feature. There is also a widely circulating belief that the watch is not serviceable due to this very plastic component. This is Tissot, owned by the Swatch Group. They're not gonna leave you hanging if your watch needs servicing. At worst, the escapement will be replaced with a new one. That to me isn't a problem. But some people just don't like this. Okay, fair enough. But Tissot hasn't done anything to address these concerns, and they definitely haven't changed the movements to eliminate the plastic parts. Also, the 2-year warranty on Tissot watches is definitely starting to fall behind the competition. A 3 to 5 year warranty will definitely give consumers more peace of mind. This is definitely a big drawback for me. So in conclusion, there are many positives with the PRX, but also a handful of negatives to consider. If you want a stylish, Swiss-made watch for under $800, the PRX is still a great option. It's well built, widely available, and backed by Tissot's reputation. If you're willing to spend just a little more, there are better integrated bracelet options out there in 2025. And if you're over the integrated bracelet trend entirely, brands like Laurier, Trasca, and Baltic offer amazing alternatives in the $500 to $600 price range. At the end of the day, do your research, take your time, and buy what you truly love. I'll get off my soapbox now. Let me know if you think the Tissot PRX is still a good buy in 2025. Alternately, are there any better options that I may have missed? I would love to hear your thoughts. Alright, that's it from me today. If you found this video helpful, drop a like. It really helps the channel. And if you want to catch my upcoming video on the new Christopher Ward 12 and some big Cartier news, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.